Awesome. So we are talking right now to managers that are on the
That's
path
right.
to directors.
Whoop, whoop.
There's a few
Come on.
more of you that couldn't be on the call, but have even like ranked to manager in the last day or two, which is incredible.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, because you will get this video as well.
That's right.
So the rank that you just made to manager is the most important rank in the whole entire business of LifeWave. And what that unlocks is the beginning of a whole flow of the compensation plan, the cycle bonuses, the matching bonuses begin. And really, this whole structure is built on managers left and right, all the way through your whole organization. There is people with 10 and maybe 20 managers, but 10 managers earning up to 4 to 6 times more than someone who's got 20 personally enrolled with no managers. So this absolutely, in this company, it's the helping people share that the company is rewarding, because they chose a direct selling model where people share with people, instead of taking it through a company where companies would market this with a social responsibility, that the second you're being patched, you do begin sharing with other people. And so this sense of, no matter whether I just feel like a customer, no matter whether I want to build a business, this sense of sharing with 4 people, covering your own costs, or really building a big business, or just taking this on mission with us, whether you care about the business or not, is how this whole thing is spreading like wildfire around the world.
Absolutely. This whole business is built on managers and making managers, becoming a manager making machine. And what it does is, firstly, when somebody unlocks that at that level, all of a sudden it becomes real for them. They start cycling those bonuses. They've got their 4. They've got this first rank in the company. It feels like, okay, I'm in. I think people aren't 100% in until they hit manager.
Yeah.
And so what you want, if you're wanting to build a business, retain a strong, healthy business, you've got to get everyone to that win. See it as a win. Get everyone to that win as quickly as possible. And so that's why we're starting this campaign called Find Your 4. Just find your 4. It's find your 4. It's as simple as that, helping everybody to find your 4. So yes, let's use the This Is It system, This Is It team system. That is so important, but let's not overcomplicate things either. Take what you need to keep things simple. Vanessa and I, when we first started, really didn't have a clue. We just learned a bit from Tessa that we could, drank from the fire hose, got our own testimonies and a few other people's. And then we went out and we just started sharing about this because it was changing our life. And honestly, people buy into you, not even the technology. I mean, you could have a cure for cancer, and there are people that have cancer that won't take it from you, even though you have it, because of how you approach them, how you share it with them, your enthusiasm, all of those things. So people buy into you. So we're saying with this campaign, and we're going to have a whole document coming out in a short video about Find Your 4, because we want to dumb it down in the overall of all the things and all the technology. And the technology is amazing, and there's lots of great things happening, and so on and so forth. But until you got your 4, you're not moving your car out of the garage yet. We've got to get you out of the garage. And so who's your 4? Looking around and going to people, hey, would you be one of my first 4?
Yes.
People love that. They want to support you. Hey, and we're saying now, not just the price of a coffee, but because we're Aussies and we like our alcohol, hey, for the price of a wine or the price of a beer, like whoever your profile, whoever you're talking to, you'll know if they're a beer or a wine person. Like that's all it's costing. Like your health. Now, there are some people who just want to stay unhealthy, who just want to mess up their life and keep eating what they want, and they're not really, they whinge and complain, but they don't want to do anything about it. Move on. Let them know you're there when they actually want to get serious about it. But you move on to the, I think 70 or 80% of the population who are like, hey, I want to see some change. I want some help. I want something to matter. They're the ones you're speaking to. And so this whole Find Your 4, taking it as simply with everybody as who's your 4. So if you're managers, so you're now saying to your team, hey, who's your 4? Who's your 4? How can I help you with your 4? How can I help you with your first 1 or 2 orders? Who's in your life? Can we sit down, even if it take 15 minutes? Who's in your world? Who's 20 people that you could reach out to about this.
Yeah. And because you're managers, we want to talk for a moment about the responsibility and strategy we want you to help your people with, even if they don't want to be managers. Excuse me. Pamela brought up a good point last week. We call some of these people team, and they're all brand partners. So we're making assumptions that they're on team with us, but some of them are just patching to get healthy. And so what you're doing with those people is you're not treating them yet like team. You're basically just talking to them and saying, who else do you know that we can connect with to get their hands on this technology? You're going to hear a barrier sometimes. Well, I'm waiting for my own testimony before I'd ever tell anyone else. Well, actually, I understand that that's what you want to do. Let's expose you to about 10 different testimonies of things that you're probably never going to have wrong with you, and show you how quickly that this patch on you, on another person, might actually change their whole entire life, while yours will take maybe 30, 60, 90 days. Can I please just push back on that a little bit? And so I say this to every single customer. If you give me permission and you've trusted me enough to purchase this from me, can I just push back on that thought? I understand it's human nature to want to wait, but with this technology, what it does on you could be months. What it does on another person, like my friend Sue, who after 20 minutes, a debilitating bursitis pain that meant she basically had bare quality of life for a year, and she spent thousands of dollars on. For her, the patch took 20 minutes to change her life. And it truly did. She's got other things the patch is still working on and regenerating in her body, but that one changed her life. So if I can push back on that theory that you've got to wait till you get your own story, this is not a supplement that's going to do the same thing, or this is not something else. So most people allow, if they've already trusted you to purchase from you, they allow a little bit of pushback around this stuff.
Or it's just how we help you to pay for your costs.
Yes.
So you may not want to go build a business. That's fine. How can I help you to just start paying for this? And we just need 4 people to do that. So you don't even use the word manager. It's just, I want to get you to a point where you're making money back, where you're paying for your patches. Is that a good idea? Is that something that would help you? Or are you financially set where you don't need that? And you put them in a nice corner to make an answer with that. If they go, look, I'm wealthy, I don't care. Okay, you realize someone's not going to be motivated to help others, and that's fine.
But they still know people.
But they still know. So that's when you go, who do you know? And then when someone goes, no, I do need some help financially to pay for these, because, okay, well, who's you for? So
yeah.
So it's a great system to work with to help people and to build managers. And for you, as we're telling everyone, find your 4 to become a manager, then we're saying managers, find 4 managers. Like help 4 people become managers. Then what that does is you become director. Now you only need 2 managers to become a director. But if someone falls back with AutoShip or something else, you fall back. Yeah. So I'm just doing the 4x4x4 campaign.
Love it.
So find your 4 to become a manager. Then raise up, help 4 people to become manager. You become director. Then find 4 directors that you can help to become senior director. And so as you help 4 people to become director, you'll become senior director. And then you help those 4 directors to become senior director. You're on your way to executive director and building your business financially in a very prosperous way. So that's what we're bringing, but bring it all back to the Find Your 4 campaign.
Yeah.
Just bring it back to who are the 4 that you can bring in and give this amazing health technology.
So as managers, when we've got scripts we're creating for this, another great point, again, if people haven't targeted someone that wants to see this as an opportunity, we want to just, again, train you as managers around something. A lot of people who are just going for people that are not well. We just had an hour with the president of LifeWave in Vietnam. She actually referenced it on her training, which was amazing. And it was gold, and literally changed the way we will do business because of that call. And what she talked about is you can keep targeting people that aren't well. You are going to have sometimes that like lack of belief, in the technology and all the rest of it. But really, she said, you do, as brand partners who are serious about this, you've got to go for people that see this like an opportunity for another stream of income. And so, again, I want to put it out there to many of our people that are managers now. You still also need to commit. And we want to say this to you. If you've got no one yet in your 4 that are committed yet to sharing this, and we're going to give you strategy how, we only want so much energy around that when there's no hunger there. So we want some energy towards this. But really, your responsibility is to keep going until you have 4 business builders also on your team, which is where you're going to start with now the boldness and the confidence. You're no longer just going to go for someone that's unwell. You're now going to look for people that want to be on mission with you. And now you're going to start saying, I've been in this for a while now. The testimonies are undeniable. Now I'm looking for people to come on mission with me and help get this technology out to as many people as possible. Or now I'm seeing money come in and I'm seeing lives change, mine included. Now I'm looking for people that truly do want to, in the next 6 months, start to earn money in ways that they didn't imagine possible. So you also, as managers, still have a responsibility to keep partnering with more people. So if you turn around and say, out of my 4, out of my 5, there's no one yet that even wants to say yes to sharing with 4, we'll just give them a little bit of your energy, learn some of our skills that we're talking about, and then move forward. For the sake of this recording, we just launched last night a couple, and we want to say this even around health. Every single time we talk now about LifeWave, we are not focusing on the word health technology. We're talking about health opportunity. Everything, whether it's business or health, is an opportunity. When you hear a woman whose son had leukemia, who's traveled the world, and the couple have spent $500,000 on every alternative therapy possible, hyperbaric, we were in their sound beds last night, like all the technology that is now in their house to keep the leukemia at bay in their son. And she says, this is the greatest opportunity to help people's bodies heal themselves that has been known to mankind so far. And she says, no one can come to my clinic anymore until their first patching. This is where you realize we do not just, and we know it, friends, but we do not just have in our hand a good idea. We have in our hand a technology that is healing lives. So it's an opportunity for people.
And really,
we're using that word.
Using technology and opportunity, I think, is where the power is, because it is a technology that, when I say to people it's only 3 years young or so, people are like, okay, so this isn't like something that's been around for ages, and it's something that's new and something that's why no one else has it. So, but it's an opportunity, and opportunity in both your health and your wealth. So it's really some really simple terms that you can use to just reach through the gray noise of people's lives to understand that this is something that could change their life.
So the strategy for each of you that are on and are going to listen to this as managers is, we want you to schedule in the next week to 2, and we're literally willing to go back to back. Some of you are already confident and doing launches online with people, but we want you to circle back with every single person that is a brand partner on your list and say, we want to launch this, you and this opportunity, on a Zoom. Now, again, you choose your language. If these people are not business builders, you don't have to say launch your business. We just need to say, will you invite more people to a Zoom because they trust you? Because we want to get this technology out to more people, and you know people. I'm hosting a Zoom, and now that you know it's me and you know me and you're trusting me, I'm hosting a Zoom. So first of all, we want to launch you. If you have not been launched yet, like I'm
Exactly.
looking at Sandra, she hasn't had a Zoom launch yet. Let's get a date. Sandra,
Yeah.
you're so faithful. You're on this constantly. Let's do it this week. And people only need 3 days notice for a 30-minute Zoom. Like they can between 3 to 7 days, obviously, is the ideal, but they don't need long. So we want to get you launched if you as a manager haven't been launched yet. And I don't care if people say, but you've been in business, this isn't a launch. No, no, no. I was just soft launching. Now I'm going for it. We said on the recording last time, we want you to hear it. It doesn't matter if no one turns up. The practice of inviting people with a text message and then a follow-up phone call and then a reminder on the day, that's good practice for you in your business building skills. The second thing is, by the time the recording comes, whether people are on or not, when the recording comes to you as a recording on YouTube, no one can see how many people were on because we only record the screen of the speaker. So there's no fear about, oh, no one turned up to my Zoom. And then the second thing that we will do from there is we're going to ask you then to say to each of your brand partners, would you come onto my launch and bring people? So before you launch them, you invite them to your launch. And then they bring people to that. And if people can't come to that, you have a date booked in for your next one with them. Remember, if they're not a business, you don't have to call this a launch. You just need to say, and I'd like to do a Zoom with you and your friends. Could you get me in front of your friends? So this is the way. So basically in the next 2 weeks, if you're a manager, we would like to launch you on a Zoom and we'd like to have you invite your brand partners to that and then say, would you please also then host, I'll host it, Andrew and Vanessa, whoever the upline is can host it, and would you bring your friends? Imagine in the next 2 to 3 weeks how many people we can reach with this information if each of us just took time to do that. So it doesn't matter if you have like 16 people that are brand partners, we would still love to do everything like this between now and Christmas.
And it's the new model. So basically what we want to do all the backlog. And so everyone has their own video, they can get it to friends, it becomes their launch, which is powerful. But then as soon as someone becomes a brand partner, within 4 weeks, and the goal would be 2 weeks, that they're launching. So either their business or they're launching this technology to their friends. And so they're the two, business or this technology. And so within 2 to 4 weeks, because I'm telling you right now being in this for 11 months, running this business, is that if people don't get on in the first 4 weeks, they start to lose steam. They get busy. They're not in the this is it system. They're not growing. They're not on all the trainings. And so we've got to get people to manager, because manager's the first win. It's like, okay, this is real. This is happening. And you look around, you got other managers. I have a tribe with me now, not just everyone trying to get there for. It's like, okay, I'm in that next level of people that are succeeding and wanting to, passionate and want to build something. It puts new, fresh wind into people. And so that's basically, that's where we got to live. And then when they've done that, the 4x4 to the rest, honestly becomes a lot easier. It's just making managers and helping people to win. And that's that's the drive I'd really encourage you to have, is you're helping people to win. You're helping people to get that next level of confidence in this business.
Love it.
So give me a 10 if you get that, if you're excited about that, in the chat, so I know that, okay, we're on fire with this together.